even though Muir was a hardcore naturalist at heart, a guy who would always prefer a mountain over a museum, he still played the part of the tourist in India. His itinerary included the holy Ganges River Ghats in Benares, the majestic Taj Mahal in Agra, and the historic streets of Delhi and Lucknow. He took in the chaotic diversity, the vibrant bazaars, and the profound religious devotion of the locals.
But what's really fascinating about these tourist stops is what they reveal about John Muir's character. They showed his surprisingly progressive views on humanity. The historical source material notes that, compared to his contemporaries, Muir exhibited this notable and totally unique tolerance when encountering cultures that were completely alien to the standard 19th century Western mindset. He possessed a huge library of books on human cultures and had read extensively about the people of India long before he ever set foot there.
You totally broke away from the heavy prejudices of 19th century Western travelers, instead embracing this deep, cosmic view of global unity. He famously declared, "We all flow from one fountain soul, all are expressions of one love." He really believed that divinity didn't just flow into favored races or places, but rather in undivided currents over all creeds, civilizations, and peoples.
Whether he was interacting with the Tlingit Native Americans up in Alaska in 1879 or observing the religious devotion of locals down by the Ganges in Benares in 1903, Muir fervently believed in the brotherhood of all peoples. He loved quoting the poet Robert Burns, insisting that man to man, the world o'er, shall brothers be for all that. As historian Donald Worster noted after analyzing his journals, Muir was one of the most racially unbiased Americans of his day. He saw past the differences in language, color, or customs, and just recognized our shared humanity.
Ultimately, this whole excursion to India perfectly captures his philosophy of the Earth. He wrote that when we contemplate the globe, it's like one great dewdrop, flying through space with other stars all singing and shining together as one. The whole universe appears as an infinite storm of beauty. He envisioned an eternal sunrise constantly sweeping across connected continents. His time among the deodars and the Himalayas wasn't just about adding to his botanical checklist. It completely validated his cosmic worldview. So as we wrap this all up and reflect on John Muir's unexpected detour from the familiar granite walls of Yosemite to the towering icy peaks of the Himalayas, we have to ask ourselves a pretty important question. If a 65-year-old man in 1903 could travel halfway across the world, shake off the prejudices of his era, and find true brotherhood and beauty in an entirely alien landscape, how might stepping outside your own familiar landscapes fundamentally expand your view of humanity? Definitely keep that in mind the next time you get the chance to explore a new corner of the globe. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.